just got back from Hong Kong and Taiwan, been on a vacation with my husband, and why I'm saying that? That is because I got some new shoes. I always fill up my suitcase with new trainers, so I always make sure that I have some good shoes on for these workouts, but we're gonna put everything in. We're gonna do a sprinting interval training, we're gonna do the warm-up, and then we're gonna go for 30 seconds all in with 5 different kind of exercises. Today's theme is gonna be high knees in different kind of variations, and we're gonna work for the 30 seconds, and we have 2 minutes full recovery in between. That means we are just gonna walk it around for those 2 minutes, and we're gonna repeat that for 5 rounds. Then we take a little bit of water and a little bit of a break, and then we continue with 5 different kind of body weight exercises, just doing it using an exercise mat and our own wonderful working body. So first the sprint, all the full recovery, and then in the end we add some body weight exercises. So maybe you want to skip the final part, maybe you want to do it all with me. You are most welcome, of course. I hope you stay, because it's a good way to work out. So you have approximately half an hour for a workout, doing the hard part first with all the sprinting, getting short of breath, focus on the intensity, and then we just add some strength training, which is so important as well when we get older. It's actually important all the way through life, but it's becomes even more important when we get older. So thank you for joining me. You just need a good set of shoes, and do remember, when I talk about my shoes, I'm not affiliated. It's just making sure that you have something good on your feet. You have that exercise mat, you have those good shoes, and you have a water bottle, and we're going to start, of course, with the warm-up, doing the sprint, doing the body weight exercises, working for just 1 minute, and have 15 seconds in between. I'm just going to do each exercise for 1 round. So then we're going to finish off with a stretch. Enough talking, let's go and get your equipment. Let's do the warm-up, and we're just going to do this to make ourselves healthy, strong, and happy. So welcome once again. Yes, let's go. So we're going to start out here at a big distance between our feet, engaging our core and our pelvic floor, shoulders back and chin it in. And we're going to reach it up, and we're going to bring it back again and again, lifting up. And a few more, bring it in here, inhaling and exhaling, and 1 more. And we're just gonna move it from side to side, pushing forward and keep in that good, nice alignment. You're gonna bring your foot back, so you are doing a bit of extension in your hip area, and you're activating your glute area. So I got this microphone on again. I sure hope it will stay put all through the session. So we're gonna bring our arms up, still that foot behind, and engaging your core. So we're gonna go into center again, pushing forward and keep your shoulders down. Start doing a bit of a twist around your spine, warming that up as well. Still tapping back. We're gonna turn our arms into a swinging part here. So lifting up and bring those arms back. Keep your arms going and pull that heel up, warming up our thighs and our knees. And you can actually combine it, warming up your ankle as well, because you're gonna pull that foot up, and we're gonna come into center, both arms here, and we're just gonna bounce a bit and reaching up. No hyperextension in your knees. Just keep that nice alignment here, being affected on your breathing. And we're gonna pull that heel in, and we're gonna reach up with those arms. Try, if possible, to keep your hands above shoulder level, because we want that heart to raise just a little bit more. And that's what's happening when we have our arms up above shoulders. Yes, we can't stay here forever, so we're gonna push it out to the side. Let your foot follow along, pushing out, activating the muscle between your shoulder blades, and pushing, warming up your full body. Keep going here, but heels coming up, pushing that heel up, bouncing on the spot. Yes, keep going for another 8 and 7, bouncing. Yes, get some bouncing and jumping in here. 4 and 3, 2, and we're gonna step to the side here and tapping in. Just warming up a bit here before the sprinting interval, where we are gonna work hard and effective for those 30 seconds. and we have 2 minutes fully recovery in between. Heels in front, so stepping heel and toe, bring those by arms back. So 5 rounds of the sprint with the recovery, a water break, and then we're gonna do the 5 body weight exercises for 1 round of each. Yes, bringing your knees up, staying with that good alignment, so chest is up, swinging your arms, and keep moving here. Arms coming out to the side, lifting up, keep that good alignment in your lower back, engaging with your core. Lifting up here, keep going for final 8 and 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, and the final 1 here. We're gonna go up here, we're gonna go into a squat, and I'm gonna bring that foot over. So pushing forward, just like kicking a football. Bring it down, even weight in both legs. Bring yourself up to that kick. So squeezing back down. Chin is in as you're squatting down. Yes, pushing it back, lifting it up. So just a few words around that intensity. If you've been here before, you know how it works with me guiding, pushing you into that high intensity where you get short of breath, so you are affecting your metabolism. You're gonna go down and you're gonna kick it back. Yeah, keep going. So that is why when I stop through those 30 seconds, you just keep moving if possible, or do the modification that I show you. Get into center here. So if I stop, as I said, you just gotta keep going within those 30 seconds, because you are not able to speak when you're doing the 30 seconds hard work. You have 2 minutes recovery in between. So it's very important for me to make sure that I'm here to help and guide you. If I were to do this workout on my own, I would not be able to say anything within those 30 seconds, and that might be a little bit not very good, because I'm here, of course, to help you. Going sideways. So sometimes I get a comment below that people are saying, why are you stopping? And why are you talking along the hard work? And that is absolutely one reason to help and motivate and guide you to get all the way through, because that's what I think it's all about. Me being here, me motivating you. So if I was just breathing heavily, saying nothing, that might be a little bit lonely for you out there, and that is why you have me, kind of like a personal coach right there at your home or wherever you do this session. So yes, going into a rotation. So we are almost ready to hit it off. So 30 seconds, we're gonna do high knees, hands behind head. So you're gonna put your hands back here and you're gonna move it up here. If this is not possible, you're just gonna turn it into an ordinary high knee. Or else you can do as a modification, you can do it here instead. Just feel your way, listen to yourself. You do this on your fully responsibility, and I don't know where you are in your fitness journey. So this timer is gonna count down from 10 seconds, then the 30 seconds will go on. You're gonna do those high knees, hands behind head as good as possible. Then you have the 2 minutes full recovery. So nothing to do besides walking around. Let's go, enough talking. We are ready within those 10 seconds. You're ready to do the hands behind knees, high knees. 4, 3, almost ready, and go. 30 seconds here. Engaging and inhaling and exhaling. Or for modification, you can do this, or you can go with your hands up above shoulder level. So now you have 15 seconds more. You gotta push it as hard as possible. You gotta inhale, you gotta exhale. You have 10 seconds and you have 2 minutes recovery. So keep pushing it, you ladies out there. Keep going. 4, 3, 2, and here we are. So 2 minutes affected on your breathing, inhaling and exhaling. So just walk it around. And you can feel your heart pounding in your chest, I sure hope. And you're just gonna walk it around, settle in before we have the second round out of 5 in all for the next sprint. And the next one is gonna be just ordinary high knees. So as mentioned in the beginning, the high knees are gonna force you to push that heart rate up, pushing your metabolism by getting short of breath. So you just gotta walk it around. You have 1 minute. Try not to stay completely still. You can get a little bit of water. You can just walk. You can do whatever makes you comfortable, making it possible for you to recover. You could do some just slightly movements here. You can also go ahead and find on my channel here where we just do some very easy recovery, just walking around and doing some balance work or something like that. So we have 24 seconds before we're gonna go for the next one, which is gonna be ordinary high knees. Bringing your arms up, bringing your knees up, but stay put with that lower back. You are ready because we have 8 seconds to go with those high knees, higher than ever. You can do it, just believe in it. 3, 2, and 1. So you're gonna force yourself to push yourself as hard as you can. Bring your arms up if you need a little bit more of activating that heart rate. Pushing it because you only have 15 seconds. You're not able to speak like me. Inhale, exhale, keep it going. You have 2 minutes recovery in 8 seconds. 7, breathing. 4, 3, 2, and here we are. So you need to walk around for those 2 minutes. So today's session, you can challenge yourself even no more because we have the body weight strength. At the end, some of you put a comment that you need to twist things around because you need the full 2 minutes recovery. And I know along the way I've been doing interval training for many, many years, and absolutely one of the things that was the most heavy reason for me to changing my body composition by doing interval training. That will for you as well. But when you have, I know I'm inspired by Dr. Sims at the same time, and she always talks about the full 2 minutes recovery. So sometimes I have that, sometimes I am inspired by doing a little bit of a twist, doing it in my own way, doing some balance work in between, doing some mobility of our spine. You can go ahead and find different kind of session here to do that. We have 40 seconds to our third round out of the 5, which is gonna be high knees clapping underneath. So you're just gonna keep walking around. I'm just gonna prepare you for what's gonna happen. So we're gonna go here, and if this is not possible, you can just tapping outside here if it's not possible for you to lean that forward, bring that knee up so you can clap underneath. Make it your own. You can always do ordinary high knees. It's all about getting short of breath. We have 8 seconds. This is your third round of those high knees. You're gonna push yourself for 3, for 2, and let's go. Tapping underneath your lifted legs. Inhale, exhale, but you can always turn this in if this works better for you. Keep going, activating your core, pushing yourself. You have 15 seconds now. It's where you continue, and I am gonna cheer on you. You're gonna inhale, you're gonna exhale. You only have 8 seconds left. Bring it in, pushing it out, pushing it, pushing it, pushing. 4, 3, 2, and recovery. And today when we're even more focused on that, getting short of breath, you want to work so you want to have those 2 minutes in between. Yes. So as I said many times before, sorry to you who's been working out with me for a while. Sometimes there's a repetition in what I'm saying because I never know when people subscribe and when they start joining me and working out with me. So yeah, you can go, if you've been here before and you heard it before, you can go la 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 la. And if you haven't been here before, I am a sucker for doing different things in our workouts. 30 seconds, 2 minutes is a great way to get that fat tissue away, make yourself stronger and boosting that metabolism, but it's always great to work out in different ways. That is why you can find so many different kind of workouts here, all based in strength and in interval training mostly. But you can always find workouts here with a little less focus and intensity, more getting into that parasympathetic nervous system where you're just doing a foam roller, a stretching or something like that. We have 35 seconds. We are going to go for the fourth out of the 5. We're going to do some knees out to the side, wide leg high knees, and we have 25 seconds. You have this one, and then we have box high knees, and then you complete it with the sprint of today's session, just waiting to do the body weight exercises. You are so ready. You're gonna go with me 10 seconds. Women all over the world are following along with you. You're gonna move it as best as you can. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring those knees up, engaging your arms, pushing your hands up. Bring those knees up, and you're gonna keep going. This is for modification if you need that. Keep your chin in, pushing yourself. You know you only have 1 sprint left when this one is done. You have 12 more seconds. You're gonna inhale like it was the flower of your garden. You're gonna push it for 5 seconds. And you're gonna exhale. You're gonna keep going for 3, 2, and you are back in for that 2-minute recovery. Walking around. And then we have 1 more left, and that's going to be high knees as you're boxing with your arms. So just walking around here. And do remember, even though when we like to work out, that you have to have the recovery days in between, because you get strong in between where your body have to work it back, and that's where you are going stronger. So don't do sprinting interval training every day. Don't do heavy weight training every day. Usually I don't recommend doing heavy weight training the same day as a sit. I do know when I do sprinting interval training like this, that might be on a like this, or maybe on a treadmill, I'm not able at all to do heavy strength training right after. So split those things up, doing the focus on the sprinting interval training one day, and you can have a day off and you can do some heavy strength exercises on some of the other days. So work, recover, repeat, and of course eat your protein and sleep. And we have 30 seconds left for the final one, which is going to be the high knees with your hands boxing in front of you. And this is, as it says when I say finally, it is your final one for today's session. Then we're going to have some water, and then we're going to walk it into some body weight exercises. You are ready. You are more ready than ever. You have 10 seconds before you're going to hit this one. 5 seconds. Do remember, high knees boxing in front of you. 3, 2, and go. Bring those knees up just as high as you've done the 4 previous times. Pushing it, make your arms into a hitting machine. Shoulders down, engaging. Inhale and exhale. This is your final one, and you're gonna continue because you only have 10 seconds left. Bring that air in, exhaling, leaning back a bit. 5 seconds. Continue for 3, for 2, for 1, and here we are. Walking around for a bit, and I'm gonna put this to a stop. We're gonna find a 1 minute, get some water. 1 minute 15 we're gonna work with that for the 5 body weight exercises. Well done. I hope you pushed yourself as hard as you could. I know you did. So now we're gonna go in for some upper body work. So we're kind of relaxing a little bit in our lower body. So we have 5 exercises. We have push up, butt back, where we are putting in some core work. We have some back extension, settling down for that breathing. And then we're gonna do some ab work. We're gonna do some, now it's been a little while since we used our legs. And we're gonna do some squat and hip extension, and finishing off with a semi-pistol squat alternative leg. But I will show you the next exercise in that 15 seconds of a rest period. So the first exercise you're just gonna focus on right now is gonna be a push-up and a butt back. So you're getting that core into work as well. 10 seconds, I hope you got water. I hope you're ready, or else you're just gonna pause me. So 10 seconds, countdown, 1 minute for that push up, butt back, hands right underneath your shoulders, and let's go. So engaging your core, pushing it back. So back down we go, and bring it up again. Inhale, and exhale. If you need some kind of modification, you're just gonna put your knees down, heels up. You're gonna go down, you're gonna put your toes in, and you're gonna continue into the exercise. Some people are also able of doing like down on straight legs, pushing your knees, lifting yourself up, and doing the rest. Usually it's okay to go down. It is this part up that makes it a little bit tougher. So you can always do different kind of variation of the different exercises. We have in all 1 minute, but do remember we only have 1 round of each of the 5 exercises. 4, 3, 2, and we have 15 seconds to get settled in for the next exercise. We're gonna do some back extension. You're gonna point your thumbs up, nose is pointing down, squeezing your glutes, and come back up here. And we're gonna go for that 1 minute. Bring your feet up, engaging a bit in your glute area. Make sure your nose is pointing down, chin is in. As you're lifting yourself off the ground, you're gonna engage your muscle between your core, along your spine, in your glutes. So bring it up and slowly down again. So hopefully it's comfortable for you to lie on your stomach now, when it's been a little while since we had that heart rate up and going. Squeezing slowly down, connecting with your glutes, connecting with your pelvic floor, so important when we are doing the jumping. So bring it up and back again. 5 seconds, and 2, and up we go. You're gonna lie down on your back, and we're gonna move it up. We're gonna straighten up, and we're gonna go all the way down and back again. So hands behind head. Yes, reaching up here, stay put, leaning back down here, arms coming back. So reaching up, squeezing slowly down, back in again. So keep those shoulders up and above from the exercise mat. Bring, when knees go down, feet go down, arms go up and bend. Push that lower back into the exercise mat. Keep your chin in to avoiding getting neck issues. So pushing it up, slowly down. Keep moving. All about engaging, keep that lower back down into that exercise mat. 15 seconds, up we go. Bending arms, bending knees. Keep going, 4 seconds. Yes. And we're gonna go back up for a standing position. We're gonna do some squat and hip extension. So we're gonna go down here and squeezing. Take your time to squeeze that glute. It's not just a kick behind here. So here we are, squatting down and bring it up. Opposite leg, so squeezing. When you do that hip extension and the squeeze, make sure you don't do a hyperextension in your lower back. Your chin is in, your chest is up. You know your stomach would like to move forward when you do the squat. You are engaging your core to avoid that. So good straight alignment here. Lots of things to remember. I will remind you. Squeezing, going back down deep into that squat. Bring leg back. And make sure that you feel the connection, the muscle and the mind connection. Sometimes I just see people do this, like kicking their leg back. You want to go up and you want to feel it. You want to keep that quality. Do the extension so you're activating your glute muscle. Bring it up, yes. Now we're gonna do a semi-pistol squat. And the reason why I say semi is because we're not gonna go all the way down to the ground. You still have the break. We're gonna put that right in front and we're gonna do it with the opposite side. So right heel forward, bring it back and squeezing back to center. Opposite leg. If possible, you can leave touching your heel in for some extra balance work, but make sure that you keep your buttocks back. Meaning, as you go down, flexing in your knees, you're gonna push your buttocks back so you're not pushing into your knees. Bring it back, squeezing. 30 seconds, alternative between right and left leg. Make sure you do that engagement as you stand up. Chin is in, some kind of balance work here, but you can always just keep that heel in. If that makes you go a little bit further down. Squeezing. 10 seconds, we want to do equal amount on each leg. This is your final body weight exercise, and let's finish this one off and come back into center. That's the way to go. Stopping the timer, just moving your body a little bit around here with that body weight exercises and hitting and targeting your full body. So easing off here, going into that stretch. Maybe you want to grab some water, or else we're just going to continue doing the stretching where we ended it. Heel in and hands on thighs, pushing your buttocks back. And if you have more energy, you can always do the 5 exercises, 1 or 2 more rounds before you do the stretch. That's a possibility as well. And then you can just do the stretching in the end, opposite leg, pushing your buttocks back. Just kind of like, 5 minutes of body weight exercises at the end for this session. Coming all the way down here, a little bit of a distance between your feet. So when we work in a short amount of time, something interesting happens, because maybe you had it like today's session, I'm just gonna look what's gonna happen. But when you've done it once or twice, you find out that you can push your intensity even more, all the way up here, because hands on thighs, moving it back, because you find out that the 2 minutes full recovery makes you recover that more, so you can go into an even higher intensity. Yeah, that's getting to learn different things about our wonderful working body. And when you know you're only going to do one exercise for 1 round with the 1 minute, and you have the 15 seconds recovery, then you know that you can go a little bit further into that movement. Maybe that is the time where you do the push-up fully on your toes instead of your knees, and so on. I hope it makes sense, or else put a comment below and I will come back to you. So almost there. Getting into a inner thigh stretch, opening up in your hips. This is a very comfortable movement or stretch for me. Been sitting almost 9 hours and 6.5 hours. First going from Taipei to Abu Dhabi for 9 hours or something, sitting still in that middle seat, not able to move from one side to the opposite, and coming up here, and then 6.5 hours from Abu Dhabi to Copenhagen. So my body's not that fond of sitting still. No one's body should be fond of that, but in my daily life, I am so fortunate that I have a job where I move around a lot. So sitting still on an airplane like that is always kind of like spanking my body, if you could put it that way. So almost there, just getting a good, nice stretch of our thighs, grabbing that one leg here, and no hyperextension in your left standing leg, just a slightly bended elbow, chin is in, shoulders are down, pushing your hip forward, and just feel that good stretch over your right thigh and your right knee. Inhaling and exhaling, and we're gonna go for that opposite leg, pushing hip forward. Yep, try to challenge your balance as well. If the balance challenge takes over, just try to find something that you can support with on, so you still get that good, nice stretch over your left leg. Yes, letting go. Standing on your right leg, left leg behind, reaching up with your left arm and right hand on your right side. Chin is in, leaning over to the side. Good, nice stretching here. And don't get into that stretch further than you can inhale, and exhaling just in a slowly, easy way. Come back to center and standing on your left leg, pull that right leg behind, left hand on your thighs, reaching up with that right arm, leaning straight to the side. You're not able to see your arm up above here. Chin is in, leaning over, and get a good, nice stretch in your right side of your body. Easy inhale and easy exhale. And come back into center, opening up here. Sorry about that sound. I don't know what is happening. It's here where I record. Sometimes they have a compressor, something going on, making that sound. So twisting and into those straight arms, shoulders down, and yes, here we are turning that into approximately 25 minutes. We're gonna do 4 of those good inhales. So bring your arms up, inhaling and back again, straightening out in your ab area, pushing it down, and go for 2 more. Inhale and up, and exhale back down. And here we go. Thank you for joining me, and I hope to see you back soon to some of the other session here. And have a look around, surf around on my channel to find different kind of workouts. I usually upload every Saturday, so you can do all the different kind of workouts I have here on my channel in between those days. But do remember to recover as well. Do remember to get some water. Do remember to get your protein to build your body back up again. Thank you for joining me. Take good care. Bye.